I first met Lisa when she referred from Job Centre. She'd just been made redundant from a manufacturing company. She felt very low and very down. Lisa wanted to be around people again. She wanted to see people. She was a people person. She lived alone in a flat with her 2 dogs, which she loved, but she wanted to get back out there. In her words, Lisa wanted to get off her backside. To add to Lisa's insecurities, she had dyslexia and low confidence. So we built on her strengths when she came to her appointments, and Lisa started to get interviews, telephone interviews and Zoom interviews. She soon became more confident about getting a job. There was one job in particular that she applied for, which was Sheffield. We decided to do a mock interview, and I asked Lisa to come in dressed for an interview, which she did, and she looked great. She went off for her interview all prepared and ready. She went down, she came back, and she said, "I've got the job." She was elated. She started her job, and she came back and saw me, and she said, "The people are great, the managers are great, I feel a lot better. I'm still on antidepressants, but I'm working on it. I'm feeling as though I've got a future."
I started working with Gary in September. He was referred to us through the Archer project because they've been helping him find accommodation. At the start of the pandemic, Gary was homeless, so he needed somewhere permanent to stay throughout all of that. And luckily he worked with some lovely people at the Archer project that got him somewhere, and he settled in really well. He came to us in a really positive place, I think. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to get on some training and then eventually find a job in some kind of support role or work for a charity. So working with Gary was really lovely because he just needed that little confidence boost, and that came quite quickly because he took place on a admin and business course and then a digital skills course. And I think that just proved to him that he's still got all the skills that he had when he used to work. He just needed a bit of a refresher. So that was really lovely that he got the opportunity to do that. And he really wants to work at the charity that helped him because he wants to help people that were in the same position he was in earlier on in the year. And I think he'd be fantastic in that sort of role. He's such a friendly guy and just wants to do good for other people. And I wish him all the best. I know he'll be brilliant whatever he does.
Michael Grocock, I first met him at enrolment. He was a little bit subdued, frustrated with the world from applying for lots of different jobs and not hearing anything. Anyway, we got him enrolled and he completed 2 of our courses, so the 2-week introduction to construction and the 6-week multi-trade course. Throughout these courses he always shone out from the rest, offering to help his peers regularly, and also asking questions to staff how he could advance his learning, and do complete extra work to get ahead. Michael has since become a member of our team as the maintenance operative, which we're really excited about, and Michael is a great asset to our team as well. He's always showing enthusiasm and wanting to help everybody in the centre, so it's really good, and he's a really good lad. He's now started applying for further roles to develop not only his skills but his career. I think he feels like he has the abilities before now that he didn't have before.
When I first met Michael, he was struggling with his mental health, with depression and anxiety, and was feeling really low and worthless. He had been experiencing this over the last few years. He had recently been made redundant, where he had worked for over 2 years, which contributed to how he was feeling. Michael was struggling day to day with his mood fluctuating, so he was discussed about activities such as walking and healthy eating and daily structure to promote his well-being by getting out more. I supported Michael to update his CV and supported him with job applications and interview techniques. With the IPS model, once this was complete, he was referred to Big Ambition's employer champion for individualised job search. He began to socialise more, seeing his friends, playing snooker, and also getting out for walks and food shopping. Michael secured an interview with Clipper and was successful in gaining employment. He proved to himself he could do it, and it was rewarding for me to see him get back on track and achieving his goal of finding employment.
Group. Just want to tell you a little bit about the work I've done with Sue this year. When I first started working with Sue, she did feel a little apprehensive. She thought she might be a victim of identity fraud because I was asking for personal information, and we didn't have the best start because she really didn't feel like she could trust me. But after many weeks of reassurance and persistence, she opened up, and we actually formed a really great working relationship. This has now opened her up to opportunities. We've encouraged her to start applying for jobs, looking into different education properties. She's now feeling far more optimistic. She's now looking forward to finding work, and I'm really pleased that I stayed with her and got to this point.